hello there. So today we're going to be doing a tutorial of Sunday Best, which I posted a cover of yesterday, if I'm doing it right. If you want to watch the cover before you watch this, then you can hit the description down below. There's a link to it. There's also a link to a chord sheet to help you with this song. There's two versions. The first version is going to be in the key that I play it in, which is different than the original key because I got the lady pipes. There's also a sheet that has the original key so that you can play it with the song if you want to do like a strum-along to your iPhone. I almost said iPod. Who has an iPod? I don't know anyone that has an iPod. Do they still exist? So hit the description for the free chord charts for this down on my Patreon, and there's a ton of other stuff in there too. I'm releasing an update to my chord book that's gonna have 25 more songs. So that means there's gonna be like more than 50 songs in that chord book available down on my Patreon if you're interested in more stuff. Now, before we jump in, you may be asking yourself, why is she wearing that ridiculous shirt? Well, let me tell you why. This shirt is the only shirt that I have that has anything to do with the sun. It says funny and sunny on the sleeve. I don't know if it's actually going to work or is it going to be mirrored. I don't know how this works, but it says it. It says it on the sleeve. Why do I have this shirt? Because I'm a sucker for Facebook ads, and the advertising overlords know me better than I know myself. Am I aware that it makes me look like a linebacker? Yes. Do I care? Sort of, but definitely not enough for me to change my shirt for this video. Here we go. Okay, so for Sunday Best, you only need 4 chords, and I'm changing this to my key because of course I can't sing in his key. I mean, I could, but no one wants to hear it. So you're gonna learn this in my key. If you want the original key, again, that's available down in the chord sheets in the description. So the first chord that you're going to play is an E minor 7, and this one is super easy. You only need 2 fingers. You're going to put your second finger on the 2nd fret on the 1st string, and then you're gonna take your first finger, that's this one wiggling over here, you're gonna cross it over, so it's gonna go even further over, and it's gonna skip 1 string and go to the next string. So you've got what I like to refer to as the boy girl situation happening on the 2nd fret, and that's your E minor 7. Lovely. Then you get to go to the best chord ever, which is A minor 7. This is one of the reasons I like to change keys because it just makes everything so much easier. So A minor 7, you need nothing and nothing needs you. So we have E minor 7 and A minor 7. Those are 2 that we know so far. The 3rd chord is D minor 7. Now this one can look a little intimidating, but I promise we're gonna make it happen. So D minor 7, you're gonna need to use these 2 first. So that's the middle and the ring finger if you're a normal person. If you are a ukulele person, that would be your 2 and 3 finger. So you're gonna put that 2nd finger on the top string on the 2nd fret, and then you're gonna take the 3rd finger and you're gonna put that underneath it, right next to it. Same fret, just the next string. Then this one, your 1 finger, is going to go on that very top fret, but on the 3rd string. Can anybody see what's happening here? I don't know. But we have the charts. We have the charts for a reason. If you just did this, by the way, that's just D minor, right by itself. And we could do D minor, but for me, my pinky gets all stressed out and he doesn't like it. So we're gonna put Mr. Pinky down here on the 3rd fret, which is the C string. So that's gonna add what I like to call zhuzhing on the ukulele. Then you're gonna go to good old G7. If you've been playing the ukulele for probably even 5 minutes, you've probably played this chord. So we're gonna need these 3. You're going to put the 3rd finger on that bottom string on the 2nd fret, and then you're going to kind of do our every other, like our boy girl again, but you're gonna use the 2nd finger to do that because this first one is going to sneak in up at the top and it's going to create like a little pyramid. Again, you can check out that visual to the other side, and that's our G7. So let's just go through the chords one more time just to kind of get our fingers ready. We've got E minor 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, so many minor 7s, and then G7. So happy, so perky. Then we're going to add some downs. Let's just do some straight downs on these chords. So let's just do that for like maybe 2. We'll go through it twice with just some downs. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. E minor 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, G7. One more time. E minor 7, A minor 7, D minor 7, G7. we did it. Now the question that I get from a lot of people, what are you doing with that strum? Not so much like, how do I have the audacity to be doing the strum, but what exactly is going on with your hands when you do that? So there's two strums that I actually do with this song, and they're both kind of a variation of the other. We're gonna start with a down, up, chuck, chuck. So there's that little bet at the last second, and that bet is actually the next chord. You do that on the next chord. So it's not all done on one chord. So you want to think of it, if you know anything about measures, you got one measure and we're gonna do two chords in that one measure. So we have a down, up, chuck, up. So on that first up, we've already got the second chord, and we're gonna chuck on that second chord as well. It's just gonna get a down, just a little chuck. I will have a tutorial for chucking separately in the future. For now, just think of it as you beat the strings without letting them vibrate. We'll go through the rest of that at a later date. If you're not in the chucking mood, if chucking makes you want to chuck the ukulele out the car window, then you can just do the downs and the ups of this sequence. So we have our down, up, chuck, up. So I changed it right in the middle of the chuck and the up. Again, it sounds like puking. So down, up, chuck, up. Magically, we're on the next chord. We do the same thing again. Down, up, chuck, up on the G7, and we change it again. Down, up, chuck, moving. Down, up, chuck, chuck. Now, if we speed that up, we get this. Down, up, chuck, down, up, chuck, chuck, down, up, chuck, down, up, chuck, chuck. And that's sort of the basis of how I started the song, but then I later realized when I got to, I don't know, what do you call it? The bridge? Nah, it's more of like a verse. And when we get to the verse, I feel like it needed a little bit more of a swing. And so we're gonna change it to a standard down, up, chuck, up, chuck, up. Again, if you are not in favor of the chucking, just take them out and just do down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So when we do this one, we're changing it, same chords, we're only changing what we do with our hands that are doing the strumming. So we're gonna do a down, up, chuck, up. Again, we still have that up on the next chord. Now we continue it to down, up, chuck, up, chuck, up. So you have all of that happening in those two chords per measure. So on the E minor 7, you start with down, up, chuck, up. We're on the A minor 7 now. Up, chuck, up. Moving to the D minor 7. Down, up, chuck, up. On the G7. Up, chuck, up. It's harder to do it slower than it is to do it in time, I promise. And if we speed that up, it sounds like this. Down, up, chuck, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up, chuck, up, down, up, chuck, up, chuck, up. And then, if you don't want to do the chucks, then you have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. That is 10 times harder for me to do. Who knows why? If you got it, good on ya. So we're now going to move into a play along of this. The chords will pop up over here throughout the whole thing. And so we're gonna start on the first chorus with the first one, which was that down, up, chuck, down, up, chuck, chuck. And then we're gonna move into the down, down, up, or the down, chuck, up for pretty much the rest of it. So, are we ready? I think we're ready. Okay, so we're gonna try it. Here we go. 1, 2, here. Feeling good, like I should. Went and took a walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. Then just say whatever, cause there is no way around it. Everyone falls down sometimes, but you gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. 'cause I never stress. Got that sunshine on my, sunshine on my. Got that sunshine, got the good old sunshine. Got that sunshine. Oh, got that good old-fashioned sunshine on my Sunday best. Oh, I didn't tell you about that C major 7, did I? I also didn't tell you about some of those little stops in there, but then again, those are kind of things that you pick up or decide to just like add in when you feel so inspired. And maybe I was able to figure out some way of showcasing that over here. I don't know. I hope you did well with it. I bet you did great with it. If you have any questions about the chords or anything that just happened in this video, make sure that you put that in the comments down below. If you like this tutorial, make sure that you smash the like button. If you like my terrible, awful, ugly linebacker sweater, please put it in the comments. If you want more tutorials, if you've got to get more, make sure that you hit that subscribe button over here, hit the ding-a-ling bell up here, and then you'll get notified for when I post more stuff like this. I also do fun unboxings and instrument reviews and random stuff that doesn't have to do with anything except getting myself through quarantine. Again, if you want to get more out of this, I've got a chord book available down in my Patreon. So if you want to check that out, make sure that you consider becoming a patron. There's also some freebies in there from some of my past videos. So make sure that you go do that. Shout out to Surfaces for having a killer song. This song has provided me so much enjoyment through my quarantine, so thank you to Surfaces for making that happen. And until the next one, have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one. It's time for outros and thank yous for watching. Now please like and subscribe. Please validate my existence by coming